Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a look featuring the KKW Beauty Mrs. West collection. So it comes in a box like this. So it has her wedding picture on it, which you can see she looks so pretty. So it comes with a lip gloss, a lip liner, a lipstick, a blush, a highlighter, and then a eyeshadow palette, and they're all featured around her makeup look that she wore on her wedding day. If you want to see me recreate Kim Kardashian's wedding look using her collection, then please just keep watching. Okay, so to start, I'm going to prime my eyelids. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is in the shade N1. Then to set my lid, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. You definitely want to set your lids before you go in with eyeshadow, or else you're going to have a really hard time blending. So we're going to be using the KKW Beauty Mrs. West eyeshadow palette. So first you're going to want to go in with a pointed buffer brush. I'm using the JH40, and I'm going to start with the shade here, May 24th. And with a pointer brush, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting this in the crease. Now I have hooded eyelids, so if I were to put it in my real crease, you wouldn't see it. So I'm going to bring it up just a little bit higher than the crease and kind of create the illusion of a different crease. And don't worry if it's choppy right now. We're not really worried too much about actually blending. We're going to do that later, but we're just going to work on creating depth in the crease, or creating a new crease if you have hooded eyelids. I'm going to go in with a clean fluffy brush. This one is the JH30. See, it's just nice and fluffy. There's no product on it, and I'm just going to start blending out the edges. Okay, so next we're going to go in with this next shade right here called Just Married. It's a really pretty terracotta shade, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush. And I'm going to focus this right in the center of the crease. So this is going to give the crease even more definition. Next, I'm going to go in with the JH19 brush. It's a little bullet brush. And I'm going to take the shade Please Marry Me, and I'm going to put this in the inner corner. So next I'm going to go in with the lid shade. We're going to use this beautiful rosy shade called Mrs. West, and we're going to go in all over the lid with it. I'm going to take this brown shade with a little bullet brush, May 24th, and I'm just going to put just a tiny bit on the outer corner. This shade right here, Just Married, and I'm going to use this to line my lashes. I'm going to use that same shade, and I'm going to spray my brush. This is going to intensify the liner, almost turn it into a liquid. Go in with an eyelash curler and curl my lashes. Okay, so before I go ahead and use foundation, I'm going to just take a makeup wipe and I'm going to wipe any fallout we have under the eyes. Start contouring first and then layer the foundation on top of it. This is going to make it look a little bit more on the natural side and not quite as harsh. So I'm just using a foundation brush, there's a little bit of foundation left on it, and I'm just blending everything. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my favorite primer. This one is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Okay, so now we're going to go in with foundation. Oh, you wanted to say hi? This is my puppy, Tater Tot. She's named Tater Tot because she looks like a little tater tot. Very plump, but a lot of hip definition, don't you? Tater is 1 year old and she is a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Pretty much the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Tater has a huge attitude problem. She definitely thinks that she's the queen and we are her servants, but that's okay because she's cute. She's looking at herself in the mirror. She's like, oh, who's that beautiful lady? She definitely thinks the world revolves around her, for sure. She also has a lot of boyfriends. She goes to daycare and all of her friends are boys, aren't they? She really likes the younger men too. Okay, I'm going to take the same concealer that we used before. I'm going to put this in the under eye area to brighten and conceal any dark circles. Back in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm going to set under my eyes with this. So next I'm going to go in with the Benefit Cheek Stars palette, and I'm going to use the bronzer that comes with it. I'm just going to warm up the cheeks ever so slightly. I'm going to move on to blush. I'm going to use the blush that comes in the collection. This is the shade Flower Wall. It's really... I'm just putting this on the apples of my cheeks, pulling it back into the hairline. Now I'm going to use the highlight that comes with the collection. It's called Forever. It's a really pretty gold, almost white highlight. And with this little bullet brush with the highlighter we use in the cheeks, and I'm going to put this under the brow. I'm going to put on my brows using the ABH brow definer in the shade Taupe, and I'll be right back. Okay, so next we're going to go back in with the palette and finish under our eyes. I'm going to start with the brown shade May 24th. I'm going to use that flat definer brush. And I'm going to put this right along the lash line. Next I'm going to go in with that little fluffy bullet brush. I'm going to go back in with the terracotta shade Field of Dreams. And I'm going to blend out the lash line with this. Okay, so now for the last step, we're going to do the lips. I'm going to take the lip liner. This is in the shade Love. It's a really pretty brown nude. I'm just going to go ahead and line the lips. So next I'm going to go in with the lipstick, also in the shade Love. Alright, so for the last step, I'm going to go in with the gloss in the shade Soulmate. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the center of my lips. And that is it. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And leave a comment down below of what look you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching.